If I say 100 million people die every year, does that make you sad? It's a big quantity. I mean, it's big news. See what I mean? I don't think that you will ever hear in the news as big a catastrophe as 100 million people dying. That doesn't make you, why? Because it's normal, it's natural. Nothing out of the ordinary, right? Now, if I say out of this 100 million, 30 million die of a heart condition. No. If I say 10,000 in a tsunami, why?
If you said out of hunger, then even more.
But why? If where is the logic there? What makes you feel especially sad if, I don't know, let's say 100,000 die in a tsunami and 100 million die of other causes? Why this special case for the tsunami?
Let's take hunger.
Huh?
Let's take hunger, like no food.
Maybe unfortunate circumstances comes to mind.
But is it not unfortunate to have cancer?
Well, because I guess the mind has a story that should not happen in that case.
Yeah, but that's a story of the mind. So there should be equal, I mean, we should suffer more by hearing that 100 million die than by hearing that 100,000 die. If we say it shouldn't happen, then ignorance comes in. You see what I mean? Who are we to say that? And why? Even let's not take 100,000 in a tsunami, which is an act of God, but let's say 100,000 because there is some tyrant out there that kills 100,000 people. Well, this tyrant is also an act of God. Sorry. It's a kind, Hitler was a big tsunami. Or Stalin, or Fidel Castro, or smaller tsunami.
But then all of that sorrow is because of that thought that this should not happen?
What?
So all of the sorrow is just due to this kind of thinking? Or is it partly because of this thinking?
It's a kind of projection, yes. Projection of our own fears. Of being subjected to the same thing, forgetting that we are already, all of us, subjected to death. So we are all equal in that sense. There are no exceptions. So there is a kind of... Now, it is very different from watching a scene on TV or being in the presence of someone who is truly suffering. Because then something else happens. Compassion happens, which is a natural reaction in us to do something about it. So that's different. So TV can create the illusion of proximity, of course we cannot do anything because we are not there. But it is as if we were there. In the same way as the same thing can happen while watching a movie, right? Which is a pure illusion, and we can feel the same compassion, right? So this is a natural reaction facing some circumstances, because then we feel the pain, and it's natural for us to try to alleviate the pain, to do something about it. It's the crying baby syndrome. You know, if you hear a baby cry, why is it unbearable, hearing a baby cry? Because we are completely programmed for that. If we liberate ourselves from the fear of death and disappearance, compassion, this natural, spontaneous reaction doesn't disappear, but we are not afraid, personally afraid of it. So that gives us at the same time the desire to help, but at the same time, without buying the story, which also enables us to help at a higher level. In that sense, okay, you're hungry, I'm going to give you food. But I don't buy really your argument that you're miserable. Because yours is beautiful consciousness already. So you're not miserable. You cannot be.